And staying with this, we've seen the kind of politics that has been playing out after the gruesome murder of 23-year-old anti-hijab activist Harsha and Shivamogga. While talking about the investigations, the police have arrested 3 people in the case. The arrested prime accused has been identified as Kashif. Shivamogga Superintendent of Police B.M. Lakshmi Prasad said 3 people had been taken into custody. Further investigation into the murder is underway. The second accused has been identified as Nadeem. The name of the third accused is still unknown. Harsha was brutally hacked to death on night of the 20th of February when he was on his way to have dinner. His family has blamed Islamists who had been issuing threats to him as what they allege. Role of an Islamist group, Manglo Muslim, which apparently has issued threats to Harsha on Facebook, is also under scanner.
As we see, locals, the residents around here are, of course, very worried about the situation that's unfolded. If I can ask my camera person to pan here, you have locals, of course, very keenly watching the developments here. As you know that there is a curfew in this district. There isn't shops, no establishments that have been allowed to open. We're looking at schools and colleges also have been fully shut. So here locals, of course, very concerned about the situation, peace and harmony in this locality. This is the same locality where we saw some intense protests, where protesters, we believe, vandalized property because they were so agitated and angry over the murder that now we see a complete curfew, a complete shutdown in the Shivamogga district. No establishments have been allowed to open, nothing at all unless it's an emergency. We see the Sigehatti area. This is exactly the area where the violence took place and unfolded yesterday. We're seeing even medical shops, for that matter, being shut. It's entirely shut. There's no way that anyone's allowed to open up their establishment because the police have given out strict orders. The several bylanes of Shivamogga sees a very, very tense atmosphere. You see stone pelting that's taken place along these roads. You have glass pieces splattered all around this street, and this is almost a sight that you see in every bylane of Shivamogga, where glasses, window panes have been shattered. It's very unfortunate that the residents and the locals here eventually had to bear the brunt of this angry mob that came out in large numbers, wielding swords, protesting and condemning the murder that took place. While the police, of course, were trying to investigate on the murder, here you saw large-scale stone pelting and angry mobs trying to vandalize property only to vent their anger over this murder that took place. This is one of the roads that in Shivamogga, which has really been damaged. Few houses in a row here has been stone pelted at. Windows, their glasses has been fully shattered. यहाँ पर पुलिस को आपने बुलाया था और पुलिस आई थी क्या?
पुलिस आई नहीं थी, कोई पुलिस आई नहीं थी।
कितने घंटे तक आप?
48 आवर्स तक बाद।
48 आवर्स।
यस। आए थे 1-2 पुलिस आई थी, वो आए, वो यहाँ से चले गए। देखो यहाँ
इधर कुछ भी नहीं है पुलिस, इधर तक कौन भी नहीं है, पुलिस भी नहीं है इधर तक। तो
आप बुलाया था पुलिस को?
बुलाना क्या, इधर तक झगड़ा चल रहा, आना ना, खुद आने के कंट्रोल करना ना, आ रहे ही नहीं ना।
पुलिस वहाँ से आगे आती भी नहीं, गली में यहाँ से पूरे पत्थर मारे, तोड़ रहे हैं, फिर भी कोई पुलिस नजदीक आती नहीं है, आगे से ही देखती है, वो मार रहा है गाड़ी, हम बोल रहे हैं।
Immediately on knowing of the incident, the police have taken every precaution, and Sri Murugan, additional DGP, and the in-charge IGP also rushed. Additional forces were rushed to Shivamogga, and a lot of arrangements were made by the Deputy Commissioner and the SP to ensure that the fallout from the murder doesn't spread and it doesn't create widespread law and order problems.
The rest of the 5 men, would you be able to clarify?
2 persons have been arrested and remaining have been identified, and shortly those arrests also will be made.
Would you be able to name them?
The arrested persons are Kashif and Nadeem, 2 persons.
And where have you arrested them from?
That we still have to apply for remand, so after remand we'll be getting custody, so then we'll be able to tell much.
So any proof as such that these are the people who have been who have committed the crime?
Yes, we have certain eyewitnesses, and apart from that, during interrogation also we have caught some leads.
And my colleague Nabila Jamal has spoken to Harsha's sister Ashwini. Listen into this exclusive conversation.
family of Harsha prepares for the final journey, I have with me the sister Ashwini, who has been very vocal asking for justice, and of course very heartbroken the family is, and we see it is heart-wrenching to reach out to them, but this is the time that we want to hear from them as to what they want. Ashwini, we know that you're really upset, but you are also on the path to find justice. What do you want?
ನಮಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಬೇಕು ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಇದು ಹೇಗಾಯ್ತು? ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್? ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗಿದ್ನಂತಮ್ಮ, ವಾಪಸ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ನನ್ಗೊಂದು ನ್ಯಾಯ ಕೊಡಿಸಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು.
ಬ್ರದರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ರಿಲೇಷನ್
ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್? ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಮಗು ತರ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಗ ಇವತ್ತು ಅವನ್ನೇ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ.
everything for us. I still can't believe that we have lost it.
Who was Harsha?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಬಜರಂಗ್ ದಳ ಸಂಘ
very active in activities. He was part of the Bajrang Dal. He would go to temples, do social service. He would help people there. He was committed to doing seva. Anybody who needed him, he was always there present. Today he is not there to help anyone.
ಇವಾಗ ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಓಡೋಗೋದು.
Now if there has been an accident, he would rush to give them blood. He would rush to help them in any way he could.
Social work ಬಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ, ಮನೆಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ
ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದ, ನೀನು
more than home, he was outside carrying out social activities. He would tell me and my sister to take care of our family at home while he would do his social work outside, and always committed to helping people.
ಅವನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಏನನ್ನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಅವನೇನಿದ್ರು
he would not tell us much at home. He would always come home. He would speak to us, enjoy with us, eat with us, and then would leave to carry out his social activities. Suppose if there's someone who had a heart attack, he would rush them to a hospital. He was always committed to social service. At home, he was just like a kid with us. We would pamper him so much. I still can't believe, we still can't digest that we've lost it.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ 5 ಜನ, ನಾವು 5 ಜನ ಇರೋದು, ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ.
We were all close to him. All 5 of us were very close to him. Father, mother, both the sisters. He was very, very attached to us. We were very friendly with him.
ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ.
Both the sisters are married, so he was the one who was very close to our parents. He was the one who was taking care of my parents. Today we are still in shock that he's gone. Even now I still can't believe that he's gone. I still feel that he's gone out. He's gone to do his work, and he's going to come back at any moment now. Even now I can't express, and I don't want to say it, that we've lost him. I still feel that he's gone out to do his work, and he's going to come back home at any point now. This is the time he usually comes home, and I'm waiting for him. He works at the post office.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಅವನು ಏನು ಹೊರಗಡೆದು ಮನೆಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
He would do a lot of work outside. He was very committed to social work.
ಯಾರಂತ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್,
ಅದು ನಮಗೆ
we don't know who has committed this crime. We don't want to comment on who has done it. We are hoping that the police investigate, but I still don't want to believe, and I still don't want to utter the words that he's dead. He's going to come back, and I still feel that he will come back.
ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಸಹಾಯ ಈ ಏರಿಯಾ ಜನ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಮರೆಯೋಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಒಳ್ಳೊಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾತಿ ಮತ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಧರ್ಮ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಹಕಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಓಡಾಡಿ
He was running around to help them meet end during the COVID period. He was really active in helping people in this entire locality. He never back answered elders, always respected elder people.
And staying with this, tensions continue to simmer in Karnataka's Shivamogga after the murder of Bajrang Dal activist Harsha. Well, a Facebook page Mangalore Muslims, has been booked by the Karnataka police for threatening and abusing Harsha. The page even called him a stray dog and accused him of insulting the Prophet in the year 2015. India Today has also accessed the FIR into Harsha murder case. Well, the FIR after complaint by father of anti-hijab activist who says Harsha was in Bajrang Dal and was being threatened by some Muslims. He's also said that Harsha was attacked by Muslim miscreants on the 20th of February. The murder has become a massive flashpoint as the BJP and opposition parties trade blames. While Karnataka Minister Ishwarappa has said the murder took place because of Congress leader Shiv Kumar's provocative statement. Shiv Kumar has instead hit back, saying a case should be registered against Ishwarappa.
Not asking us for help. Other people over here have promised me that they will give us justice for what happened to my brother. How do we know who's good and who's bad? If you hold phenyl or milk in your palm, how will you know which is which? He was a very good boy. He always spoke to others with respect, telling others, elder sister, I am here with you. Shivamogga has a lot of unity among the people over here. He would always speak about one thing, about my religion, our society, the country, that our country needs to get a better name and a good name, our society has to get a good name. This is what he would always discuss and talk to people about. What we have faced, others should not face. Everybody else is everybody are my brothers and sisters.
उस रोज वो क्या गलाटा हुआ कि हम ना मालूम नहीं सर मेरा बच्चा घर में था दोपहर में खाना खाया नहीं था वैसा सोया तो उसकी तबीयत अच्छी नहीं थी मेरे भाई का एक एक्सीडेंट होकर बहुत बड़ा हादसा हो गया वो हादसा होगा वो उसमें मैं वो दुख में थे अब है ना वो रात को 3 बजे एकाएक आ गए हमें कुछ भी हमने क्या भी मालूम ही नहीं है वो बच्चे को उठा ले जा को कहाँ है मैं कल सारा दिन पूरे टेस्ट भी फिर डालूं मेरा बच्चा कहाँ है किधर है को भी बोल रहे ने मेरा बच्चा वैसा क्या तो भी गलती करा रहा तो मर्डर करी ना उनको पूछो मेरा बच्चा अच्छा नहीं अच्छा को चुप चुप के झूठ इल्जाम देखो मेरे बच्चे को तकलीफ ಅದು ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ नम सुमने नन मगन के ये पापी परदेसी करके मेरा बच्चा उसे चुपके लग जाए टारगेट देने से इतना बड़ा मेरे बच्चे को क्या तो होगा तो मैं यहाँ जहर पीने वाली सर मेरे बच्चे को इंसाफ दिलाओ.
Well, what was the motive really behind 23-year-old Harsha's killing? India Today tries to piece together the puzzle. Harsha attended the anti-hijab protest in saffron scarf, was Bajrang Dal worker for the last 5 years. The families alleged that Muslim youth would threaten repeatedly. Mother has also blamed Muslim miscreants for attacking and killing. The political showdown over saffron murder has escalated. Congress has hit out at the BJP for Harsha's funeral procession in spite of prohibitory orders in the locality. Former Karnataka Chief Minister Shivamogga asked if Harsha's funeral procession was state-sponsored amid the Section 144 being in place. Congress has instead blamed the Bombay government for violence that erupted after the murder of Bajrang Dal activist Harsha. Shivamogga has demanded judicial probe in the matter and also dismissal of Minister K. Ishwarappa from the state cabinet for violating prohibitory orders and turning up to join the funeral. Congress has also lambasted the Karnataka Home Minister and asked him to take responsibility for the kind of unrest that we've been seeing.
It is Ishwarappa who instigated yesterday's incident by leading procession. He has no business to continue for a minute in the cabinet.
Sir, when the national president of BJP has said that what he has said is wrong, that substantiates our demand that he should be sacked. Even after making a statement, he is not ready to accept. Because national flag is the most important for us. They have always been saying BJP, nation first, national flag is our first. That's what they've been saying. But now, In this issue, we have been fighting from last 5-6 days, day and night. We are having dharna in the assembly and the council to saying that what Ishwarappa has said, case has to be filed against him.